Hi, Wagwan family. This is Colette Alethia, the Roaring 30s podcast. I hope you've been keeping well. So glad to be back again. It's been some time, I think the last time I started the podcast again, I was saying that I don't know if I can commit to a weekly, upload, but I will try my best because life is lifing and life does happen. And when things kind of get hectic, especially when my kids are home from school, the podcast is just not podcasting. So I thought I would come back and just restart it again, see how you guys are doing, and give you guys a brief update on what I've been up to. So the first thing I want to say is that the Roaring 30s podcast is coming to an end. It's coming to an end because I'm actually in my last year of my 30s and I'm about to enter my 40s next year. So this is the Roaring podcast, the conclusion. And what we're going to be doing here is going over the last 10 years, what we have learned, what we have discovered, what we have implemented, what didn't work, new goals, ambitions, stories, anything at all. We're just going to do a big review of all the things that we have gone through, overcome, and discovered in our 30s. So stay tuned for all of that. We will have new guests and previous guests back on the show to kind of recap on some of the things that have been happening and also give an update. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss a thing, okay? So if it's your first time here at the Roaring 30s podcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. Over here, we are family. So make yourself at home. Over here, we talk about the real. We keep it 100. We love each other. We encourage each other. So I hope that you feel comfortable and you find your place and your space here. So I have been away for some time, for probably over a year now. And you're probably wondering, yeah, Colette, it's been over a year. So what's up? So basically what had happened was I had a baby. I had another baby. I did. I did. We had a baby boy last June. And his name is Kofi, and we're so happy to have him. He's such a cutie patootie tootie. You might hear him in the background from time to time, but yeah, that's my baby boy. He's here. And I just want to know why no one, gave me the update, the download, DL, the what's up, this what's happening. Like, why didn't anyone tell me that being pregnant in your late 30s was like hard? Because honestly, I still would have done it because I just love my baby boy. But honestly, if someone have told me, I probably could have prepared mentally for it. I thought Ajua's pregnancy was a challenge. No. The challenge was with Kofi. It was with him. I just cannot believe the challenge I had carrying this baby boy. Like some pubic bone issues. I had like sciatica. I was sick throughout most of my pregnancy, to be honest. Severe heartburn. My God, my word. I don't know. Anyway, I thought I was going to be able to man this thing because I remember I found out I was pregnant at 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, I'm going to set myself up. I am going to be taking vitamins to help me navigate the whole nausea because I'm always nauseated. So I said, I'm going to do that. Plus, I'm going to make sure I take my vitamins every single day. How many of you guys struggle to take your prenatal vitamins during pregnancy? Okay. So I said, this time I'm going to get it right because I want to manage my nausea. Now the thing, listen to me. That nausea said, bet. Like, I even was on diclexin and it didn't even work. Like, it worked when it felt like working, which is like a prescription medication to help you manage your nausea and vomiting. So, but I would take it anyway just in case it would work. But it was the nausea was tough on me. Yeah. So with that being said, this is the end of that show. We just give God thanks for healthy pregnancies. This one was hard. It was a healthy pregnancy. I just had a thought, a memory actually. That's why I stopped right there because when I was giving birth, I was in labor. They said I may not be eligible for an epidural. Now y'all know me. I need an epidural. Like, I've had an epidural with all my children. Like, what are you even talking about? What are you talking about? No epidural. So anyway, nurse comes and says, I don't know if you're eligible because your blood platelet counts are low, which I had already know that. And it does happen in my other pregnancies, except for one. So I just started bawling. Listen to me. When she left the room, I feel like someone knocked the wind out of me. Man, I got out of bed and was pacing back and forth. I said, Lord, if you can do it for others, do it for me, because I am not ready to have a natural birth, right? Because I've never thought about having a natural birth. I've never worked with like a doula or anyone how to move through a natural birth. Now I know that our bodies are designed to give birth and all these things, but my mind wasn't ready to have like a natural birth. So anyway, by God's grace, and we thank you, Father, the anesthesiologist came in and said, well, your blood platelet counts only go down when you're pregnant, and you don't have any issues outside of that. So you do qualify for epidural. Listen, I was doing the Holy Ghost stance in my head. I said, Lord, you did it. So, but if you think I'm going to do it again, no, ma'am. This last epidural was painful. This epidural, I had to squeeze my nurse's hand. I said, wow, 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 what's happening? So I know that this area of my body is out of commission. The back, my lower spine, can't do it again. With Adjua, it was also painful, but this time it was even more painful. That's that. So I had baby Kofi. So that's the first update. All right, so my next update is that I started a nonprofit called the Afro Cognitive Health Collective, and what we seek to do is support the Black community through dementia. And what we do is we provide resources that are culturally sensitive to give out to the Black community so they can understand, like, what is dementia? How do I support a loved one with dementia? Where can I get support? And as a care partner, who can I speak to? So I've been really working diligently on that. As some of you may have already known, my mother has Alzheimer's dementia. So this is a very personal initiative for me, and I am very proud of it. I'm very happy and excited to like do this and connect with other nonprofits, other partners out there in community that want to really elevate the voices of our community, and especially those living with dementia, whether they're care partners or have the disease. So really proud about that. And in more recent times, with Hurricane Melissa that came and slammed the Caribbean, the Afro Cognitive Health Collective has joined forces with a nursing home in Jamaica called Missions Care Senior Living Nursing Home and Daycare. And so what we plan to do is put together care packages and find some of these seniors who have been displaced or have been locked away because they can't get out because of the debris that's blocking some of the pathways to get to their communities. We're hoping to put together some care packages and find them, provide care for them if they need it with a healthcare practitioner, or at least bring them to the hospital. So our hope is to do that in the near future. So if you would like to support the Afro Cognitive Health Collective, or if you would like to support our initiative in Jamaica, please follow us on Instagram at Afro Cognitive Health, and please send us a message. In the bio also, there's a link where you can donate, if you can donate monetarily to our GoFundMe, or if you live in the GTA area in Canada, in Ontario, you can drop some of your donations off, and we would love, 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 love to ship them, to get them to the people who need them the most. So connect with me here. Would love to hear from you. So the Rowing podcast, the conclusion. There's so many topics that I want to talk about. One being my faith. With what we've witnessed on social media, there has been a big divide in the Christian faith, especially between conservatism and those who hold a more liberal point of view, if you will, and just navigating that space and really understanding what the Word of God says about being a good neighbor. I have been a bit challenged in that area. And I think with some of the people that I love the most, seeing some of their belief systems have been challenging for me as well. And it has me wondering what I truly believe, and I've been trying to navigate that. So I would love to like have a conversation about that, about how I've been navigating that space. I don't think I have an absolute answer as yet, but I am working through some of the questions I've been having. And some of the other topics I want to talk about, like, is relationship building, going back to school, financial. The finance thing is the finance thing. Still working on that. And rebuilding, establishing yourself. We are going to talk about like health, like how to support our bodies through this new space of, being 40 plus or in your 30s, what to do so you're not depleting yourself. Emotional intelligence. What does it even mean? Because some people use it so much, but like, what is emotional intelligence? Managing friendships, how to manage it better, how to be honest, how to walk away, how to stand firm, how to hold your friends accountable, how to be like all the things. There's so many topics that I want to talk about because I've learned too much about myself. Anticipatory grief is something that, with my mom being diagnosed with Alzheimer's, is something that I've had to really, it's an on and off thing. It's something that I don't really have a good grip of or understand it completely. So these are just some of the topics that I want to explore before my birthday in June. So if these topics interest you, stay here with me. And if there are topics that you are interested in exploring that you have discovered about yourself, please send me an email, okay? Colette.alethia@gmail.com. Or you can follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM there, and also the Roaring Thirties podcast Instagram as well. You can send me a message there. Would love to hear your feedback. Would love to hear where your heart is at and what you want to talk about and explore. I got a podcast ready for you guys coming up next week. It's about mental health, and I'm sitting with a mental health practitioner. Okay? So it's someone who be knowing. So please hit the notification bell so you don't miss not one upload on YouTube or Spotify, so you keep up to date on the latest here at the Roaring Thirties podcast. Again, my name is Colette Alethia. I'm so glad that you're here with me. I want you guys to have a beautiful, blessed day and be a blessing to someone today. It doesn't matter how great or how small. Be a blessing. All right. Love and know and walk good. Take care.